Hi, good morning, everyone. Today's session is on NMAX, is on digital architecture. My name is GVB Subramaniam from Enterprise Architecture Group under CTO's office. Today we have a senior colleague and a very experienced leader, Rajgopal Satluri, and he heads ADMS Java competency and also IBG Americas Solutions Group. So today we are going to share some of our experiences on the digital architecture space with more valuable inputs. The context is moving from the traditional architecture to the multi-layer architecture to the digital architecture. And in the digital architecture we have NMAX, that is network, mobility, analytics, cloud. So these are some of the areas. Security is of course the prime criteria for the entire NMAX. Moving towards the cloud, because the cloud is the order of the day, starting from the three major models of the cloud, like infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. We also have the integration platform as a service. So looking into all these aspects of different models of the cloud models available in the architecture space in the current context with various vendors, how do we make sure that a particular model is being used at different layers? For example, at the integration layer, how we can ensure that integration platform as a service can be used. At the infra layer, we can have infrastructure as a service. At the presentation layer, platform as a service that will enable us to map the existing models of the traditional architecture into a digital architecture and make sure that all the available cloud platforms and models are leveraged in building up the digital architecture in place.
Yeah, I think this is a very interesting thing. I think we need to take it into small steps. So first I would like us to talk about the infrastructure. Okay, so with cloud, infrastructure has become a service. That means you can procure infrastructure to the way you want at a VM level or whatever. You only pay for what you use. So basically that's what is called infrastructure as a service. Now that infrastructure comes with some, let us say, package, and somebody provides you the package as well as the infrastructure as a service, then we call that as SaaS, right? Software as a service.
Yeah.
So for example, Oracle now has their Siebel and all, they can provide that as a service to you. That means it is hosted in Oracle's data center, and the Siebel software is owned by them. They only charge you by the number of users and things like that. Okay. Now, the other part is there is something called PaaS. That means when developers want to develop some software, instead of they having the software on their own desktops, somebody like JBoss or Microsoft can say, guys, come to my cloud. I have a virtual machine where the entire development software, everything will be there. So you can use that information to develop your software. That's the PaaS part of it. And one interesting thing I want to specify here is, companies are still not happy with the progress that is made on automating only the infrastructure. The part of the next to that is, how do you automate the setup of environments, and once the application is developed, how do you deploy the code? This becomes very, very important. I will tell you why. One of the issues of this globalization is your systems and your devices are in multiple places. So many customers have these devices and they are using your application. Now there are so many replicas of system at different geographic levels, and you have systems that need to be updated in multiple places. That means you need a distributed deployment environment. You need a distributed environment setup also, and also environment updates. So one thing I want to bring to your notice is, we are working with GE and some other customers right now where beyond the infrastructure automation, the second thing is called platform configuration automation or platform automation. Platform is nothing but an environment, a web server, let's say app server and database server. So when a project says I want an environment, what you can do is you can use tools to automatically set up not only the infrastructure part of it, machine and the operating system, you can also set up the Tomcat, you can configure, and you can make the entire environment ready and launch it. And you can mimic this for, let us say, your testing, your production, multiple environments. And the most important thing is, if you have your servers in different geographies, you can deploy this into multiple places. That's one part. The second part is, as applications are developed, your applications have to be deployed. So you need a global deployment environment. There are tools which will let you deploy globally. And when your application is in operation, you need to have patches or updates. Even these things have to be done distributedly. So when you think about NMAX, let us think about these aspects and think about automated mechanisms. Otherwise, we cannot manage this multitude of systems or multitude of channels or mobile devices.
I mean, you talked about a budgeted transaction time for each layer. I think that is very critical. We have talked about performance as one of the NFRs in the digital architecture. We can also give a few ideas about scalability in terms of both vertical scalability and horizontal scalability.
Yes.
Mostly in terms of when we have a budgeted transaction time, as you have already done several architectures in terms of componentization is used in architectures to make sure that the scalability is achieved within the architecture.
Let's answer this question also. Someone is asking us, I would like to know the scope of TIBCO in NMAX for integration. Enormous potential. So if you see any integration vendor right now, everybody is in the space. If you go and research on TIBCO, TIBCO also offers service on the cloud. Recently I heard that even JBoss offers the entire stack on the cloud. Now you go to Mule LSB also is on the cloud. So every provider, whether it is a portal or whether it's a SaaS package or whether it is an integration, everybody is actually providing those kind of services. So definitely there is a scope for everybody.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Rajgopal, and I think we had a wonderful time. And then what we can see is keep asking the questions. We'll try to answer the questions as much as possible, and we are available at our email addresses. Thank you very much for your time, and let's have a good day.
Yep. Thank you so much.